Hi there, I am Dr. Kathy Nickerson. Welcome to the Dr. Kathy Show. I'm coming to talk to you today about a really important topic, and that is how to manage your fear about the coronavirus. This is really an unprecedented time, a time we've never been through, and most people who are alive today have never lived through anything like this. I can't remember a single time when we've shut down all the schools in the state, let alone the country practically. So if you're not doing well right now, please know that that is very, very normal. This is a really abnormal time. And so, you shouldn't have this expectation that you should be doing perfectly right now, because no one is really doing perfectly. You should just do the best you can and just try to keep your head above water, right? Just try to cope, just try to swim. We're not trying to, be perfect right now. We are just trying to make it through this really, really difficult time. So I've got 7 strategies that I think are going to help you cope if you're really struggling with fear and anxiety right now. So let's dive into that. Okay, the first strategy is to count your blessings, right? Look around you. Look at what you're still really lucky to have, right? What are you still really grateful for? What's good in your world? You might be sitting in your home. You might be on a cozy couch. You might have plenty of yummy food to eat. You might have 2 kiddos who really love you. There's still good stuff in your world, right? Just because this is going on, all that good stuff has not gone away. So focus on what's still really good and you're going to feel better. Okay, our second strategy is to look for the silver lining. Now, you might be thinking, Kathy, what's the silver lining in this situation? This is terrible. This is a pandemic. Well, yes, it is. And we might have to look really hard to find the silver lining, but there is a silver lining. And that is, we are taking a break from a lot of things right now, right? We are forced to be home. We're forced to be maybe a little bit slower, a little bit quieter, and that leads to some good things, right? You probably are having more quality time with your kids, maybe more than you would like, but you're having some quality time with your kids. You have a little more time to get caught up right now on some things that you haven't had time for. You can finally paint the cabinet that you've been talking about painting. So look for what the silver lining is for you, right? What's the upside to this? What is sort of good about this time? For me, it's been that I've gotten to have a lot of really quality time with my husband, which, can be good and bad, right? We have 24/7 together. But actually, what it showed me was we still really like each other and we're still really funny together and we're still quite similar. So look for the silver lining for you. And I think that's going to help you feel better and do better. Okay, number 3, go help other people. If you're not feeling good, stop focusing on yourself. Start focusing on other people. So ask your older neighbors, do they need anything, right? Go get something for them at the store that they might need, or order them some toilet paper online. Go organize a Facebook group that helps get supplies to doctors who are in need. Most of us have some medical supplies in our house, right? Something, like a box of gloves. If you've got that, then perhaps you can get that to people who really, really need that right now. You could also offer to help in any way that sort of makes sense to you. Offer to help with a charity. If you have a particular talent, like you're a graphic artist, then please take some time and design a t-shirt for Bulldog Rescue or Cat Rescue or whatever you like. So think about ways you can add value to the world and you're going to feel a whole lot better. And if you can't think of anything, then one of the easiest ways is to either give money to a charity that you think is great or promote that charity, right? Spread the word about them. Post on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everything else and tell people why you think they're so great. And that will help raise awareness for them and hopefully help raise some money. Okay. The fourth strategy, and this is what I've been talking about a lot lately because it's one of the things we can do during this coronavirus time, is go take lots of walks. It's going to really help you to get out of the house and change your scenery, right? So in the morning, start your day with a little walk around your neighborhood. At around lunchtime, if you want to take a drive and, see something pretty, go see a new park and take a walk, or drive to a beautiful beach scene or a forest or whatever is close to you. That's great. And then in the evening, after you're done working or after dinner, try to take another little walk. Keep yourself active. We almost had a rare sighting of Starsky's brother, Hutch. Sorry, he may join us. We don't know. All right. The fifth strategy is to focus on what you can still do. So even though we're locked down right now, there's so many things we still can do, right? We can still watch Netflix. We still have Wi-Fi. We can still, for those of us who like to shop, I'm not saying who, we can still shop online. We can still bake bread. We can still do a lot of really good things. So focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. I know this is a really hard time, and it may help you to think a little bit about, well, it could be worse. I mean, you could be completely locked down where you could never leave your house. That would be terrible. So, let's focus on what we can still do, and that'll help us feel a smidge better. All right, the sixth strategy is to savor something you love every day. Okay, so my husband and I try not to eat carbs at least some of the time, right? We try to be pretty good about our carbs. But guess what we're savoring during coronavirus? Lots and lots of carbs. So we're enjoying eating our pasta and our pizza and croissants for breakfast and all that good stuff. We are, it's kind of fun because it feels like a carb vacation for us, and we don't usually let ourselves do that. So you can do the same thing, right? Now, it doesn't have to be carbs. It can be anything that you like. Savor something that you love every single day, and that's going to feel like a treat. You're going to look forward to that. So if you love naps, let yourself take a nap every day. If you love reading, make sure you spend time each day reading. If you really like to take long, luxurious baths, do that every day. If, you love wine, have a great glass of wine every day. All things in moderation, but let yourself do something that you absolutely love and savor that. That's going to make you feel so much better. And our final tip is to make a plan for what's worrying you. Okay, so if you are just thinking about what's stressing you out all day long, that actually doesn't help you very much. Constantly ruminating about what you're worried about actually makes you feel worse. So instead, sit down, think about it like a business meeting, right? Sit down and write down, what are you really worried about? And be as detailed as you can. Write down all the hypotheticals, all the little things you're worried about, every aspect you can think about it that is stressing you out, and then make a plan. So for example, if you are a small business owner, you might be worried about rent. You might be worried about paying your employees. You might be worried about paying business taxes, all these, a million little things. Write down all those million little things, and then let's try to make a plan for that, right? Go online and look for resources. There are so many programs right now designed to help you. And I even just posted a blog post about resources for small businesses, for people who need help paying rent, people who need help with groceries, people who need help paying for their medicine. There are so many resources right now we're really blessed to have. So I hope you'll hop online and look for some options for yourself. Try to figure out a solution rather than constantly marinating in the problem. That's going to help you feel a lot better. And on that, one thing that you can do that will really help you feel better is to not watch so much news. I love the news and I could watch it all the time, but I've noticed that I do so much better when I'm not constantly watching the news and hearing basically the same information over and over again and getting myself really stressed out. So if you find that to be the case for you too, then I say limit yourself to at most 30 minutes of news per day. Once you've heard that, you've probably gotten the complete update for the day, and then be done, right? And if you're still stressed out, even after a 30-minute update per day, turn it off for a couple of days, right? Just take a complete break from the news, and see if you don't start to feel better. The news can really, get us very, very antsy. So it's good to avoid that. Okay, my friends, I hope that these ideas will help you get through this time and feel a bit better. We are going to get through this. You have to keep a positive attitude and remind yourself that you're a strong person. You've gotten through hard things before, and you will get through this, I promise. We are in it together. We are all going to make it through. I'm here for you. So if there's anything that you need, feel free to reach out. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll like it and subscribe to our channel, where you can see more of me and Starsky, undoubtedly. And we will talk more soon. So thank you so much. Big hugs to you, and I will talk to you next time.